Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gary the Twisted Gardener. How are all my Twisted Gardeners out there doing? So I'm doing good today. I got out in the yard a little bit. It was a nice day. As you can see, this is my show lawn right here. So I don't know if you can tell, but it was kind of dying. I was kind of let it die on purpose because we were gonna refurbish this lawn anyways. So let me show you this. So I've mowed it down to the lowest level I possibly could. Let me get down here. And then a lot of people for moss will spray moss, the moss control stuff, moss out and stuff like that. For one, that stuff's very expensive. For the price of moss out, less than the price of moss out, you can go to Walmart and get one of these. The problem with moss out is then you spray it and then you got dead moss in your grass. And then guess what? Moss loves dead moss and grows right back. What you really need to do is get your rake out like this and just keep raking till the moss comes out. Let me see if I can get that in there. Just keep raking till the moss comes out. I hate to say, between the thatcher and the rake and getting the moss out, that's the best and the cheapest way to renovate your lawn. And I just got this little, let me show you guys. I just got this little Sunjoe thatcher I got off of Amazon for like $100, and it works great. I've had it for like 5 years now and never had no problem. And you got two attachments on it. You got this, like what you call a scarifier on there, and then you got another one that more like that, so that's more of a scarifier, and then I'll go back over it later with a thatcher. And I hate to say, I saw the Yard Bro. No offense against Yard Bro, we just have different ways of doing things. Now, where we agree is that you should get one of these like Sunjoe thatchers or whatever. And but where we disagree is that you ought to just spray moss out. For one, that's incredibly expensive. For the same price or less, you can get a rake and you could reuse the rake. You can't reuse the moss out. So you got to go buy more and more and more. And then you just got dead moss in your grass. And then the moss is going to come back because it loves to grow in the dead moss. Grass is not going to grow through dead moss. So you got to rake it out eventually anyway. So save yourself a lot of money. Use your thatcher or scarifier. Get a lot of that moss up, and what it doesn't get up, use a rake.